Yo, welcome and welcome back to a Stiff Receipt. So coming off of yesterday's video talking about how Brock Lesnar did not want to work a match with Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, well, it appears that Rhonda Rousey also did not want to work with somebody particularly at WrestleMania. It seems like Rhonda Rousey was pitched to fight the Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley, at WrestleMania, but Rhonda Rousey didn't want to do it. She just didn't want to do it. And I think that now makes a lot more sense why they dropped the belt off of her and gave it back to Charlotte. Again, I don't know why we're letting people like this try to run creative decisions, because they're bad. They're bad creative decisions. Well, I'll say this at least Rhonda Rousey being uncooperative actually kind of works out in this context, because now we get Charlotte versus Rhea instead of Rhonda versus Rhea, which I'd much rather see. Much rather see the Charlotte match. But it seems that Rhonda is pushing hard on her and Baszler being this tag team that we've seen for the past weeks now. And it's looking like we're going to end up getting Rhonda Rousey and Baszler taking the tag belts off of the newly crowned champions, Becky and Lita, which was also in itself a very strange decision, given especially that we know damn well that they're not going to have the belts very long. I mean, it's Lita. She's gonna come around. They'll have the belts till WrestleMania and they'll lose them. Like, that's just how that's gonna work. Lita's not gonna be sticking around long. So weird decision there. And as much as I hate to say it, as much as I dislike Rhonda Rousey, I don't hate the idea of Baszler and Rhonda Rousey being a tag team. I think that could actually work out well, or well, it has worked out well. But they would be good tag team champions. I think the women's tag team division in WWE has been pretty not great for a while. Like, I feel like they've done well in NXT, but as far as the main roster stuff, it just hasn't been good. And I will say, I feel like Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey they're a believable tag team, right? They feel like a team. They feel believable. They don't feel like two just random people thrown together for no reason, right? But it seems like Ronda's pushing really hard on them as a tag team and to get the women's tag team championships. And it looks like she maybe granted her wish. And the exact quote was, "Ronda is pushing for the tag titles. That's the match she wants, and whatever she wants, she gets." And it's like, I don't know. Again, it's like, why are we letting Ronda and Brock Lesnar make the decisions on things? And in other news, there's been a few updates on several AEW talents and their injuries. Hikaru Shida is dealing with a finger injury that she received in Japan. So I assume that's why she hasn't been in many matches this year. Chris Statlander, who had an ACL injury last September, I believe. I could be wrong. She has here lately been appearing backstage in shows. So I do think we're going to be seeing Chris Statlander back on TV soon. Here's fingers crossed, hoping that Chris Statlander ends up being the one to end Jade Cargill's reign that's lasted way too long. It looks like Miro also, he's healthy and ready to go, but they haven't figured anything out creatively for him yet. And he still has several years left on his contract, so I imagine we'll see him here before too long, I would hope. Miro is way too good to be sitting on the sidelines doing nothing. Layla Hirsch, another one that had an injury and has been out for a while. She had some kind of knee injury. She's slowly getting there. She had surgery back in May. I don't think we're at a point where we're going to see Layla Hirsch like soon, but maybe, I don't know, maybe here this spring or summer or something like that, if it would be my guess. Scorpio Sky, another one like Miro. It seems like he's been good to go. He's been cleared for several months now, but creatively they just haven't done anything with him, which is a shame. He appeared on an Impact show and has done some other stuff, but he's another one like Miro where he's still got like several years left on his contract. So hopefully we see Scorpio Sky sooner rather than later. And one little final bit of news for today regarding FTR. So AEW has had some weird tag team booking here for a bit, and we've now got this strange four-way tag match at AEW Revolution this Sunday. I think a lot of people were hoping at this last Casino Battle Royale tag thing that they did on Dynamite that FTR would return. Now, it has been fairly clear on Dax's podcast that they didn't have any plans on returning until at least April. Like, they wanted time away. That's why they ended up dropping all of the tag titles that they had. Well, that Battle Royale ended up playing out, and all the teams came out, and no FTR. And it ended up getting won by Orange Cassidy and Danhausen, of all people. Like, I love both those dudes so much, but that just seemed like an odd decision to me. And like now we're in a position where we're the Lucha Brothers, right? They're one of the most amazing tag teams to watch, and we're gonna have a pay-per-view here without the Lucha Brothers in it, which that's crazy to me. And then instead we get Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. I feel like they could have had something else for both of them to do, but just said I love them both. I don't want to sound like I'm like mad or complaining. I mean, I am complaining, let's be real. But I love Orange Cassidy and Danhausen, but I don't think that was the play. I just don't think it was the play. But it, despite them not returning, and despite them not being the fourth team in that match, it is still reported that the plan is, allegedly, still, the tag team to take the belts off of the Guns is going to be FTR. So unless some crazy thing happens at the pay-per-view, it looks like the Guns will be retaining the tag titles, which I think realistically is to be expected. I mean, they just won the tag titles. I wasn't really expecting them to lose them at the pay-per-view. With that report out there, it does look like FTR could be coming back next month after all. Well, anyways, I think that does it for today's news video. If you've not liked the video, you should definitely drop a like. And be sure to subscribe if you have not done so. I will continue to keep everyone up to date on wrestling news, WWE 2K news, AEW Fight Forever news, and anything else that might pop up. Anyways, peace out. Take it easy. Have a good one. And I will see you guys all next time.